Hey everybody, it's Zach, and I'm back with another episode of Elevate and Accelerate. And I am excited to be talking to you today about a celebrity brand. What is a celebrity brand? And I can tell you it's probably not what you're thinking. And I can also tell you that it is foundational to helping you grow your business and grow it faster. So without further ado, let's get started. You see, everything that we do at Celebrity Branding Agency is based on the fundamental principle, and it is our complete business philosophy. And it's simply this: people buy people. Your prospect, your customer, they would rather make their buying decisions based on you as a person instead of dealing with a company that has no face or personality. This isn't new, but it is foundational. It's why large brands have celebrity endorsements. It's why companies like Delta Airlines have an introduction video from the CEO of the company at the beginning of every flight. It's why when you get on the tram at the Orlando airport, the mayor of the city welcomes you. Businesses with a personality attached to them grow faster and stand out above the competition. So we live in a time where our prospects and ourselves are being inundated with information from every single angle. Every YouTube video we watch has an ad. Every Facebook video, link we click, website we visit, we are being targeted, retargeted, picked, pixeled, and prodded for more information to put the right ads in front of us all the time. So your prospect is looking for someone to help them with their current problem, a problem you are qualified to solve, and know that you could do an amazing job and give them a better quality of life. But it doesn't matter if you're a financial advisor, an attorney, a life coach, a success coach, a real estate agent. It doesn't matter what industry in. Your prospect is going to be faced with the decision. Who are they going to choose to help them with their problem? So first, you've got to show up as an option. How you do that is probably what you are already doing for marketing to get the attention of your target audience. You're reaching out to them, you're showing up in, if you got SEO search or social media, all these different things that you're doing to show up to your audience. But once you show up, you are showing up with everyone else who is doing the same thing or something similar. So, me as the consumer, how do I know who the best person to choose is? You've heard of the old adage, don't choose a book by a cover, right? Well, I think most of us will agree that when we are looking for a new book to read, we always start with the cover. Same thing when we are choosing a movie or a new show. This is why Amazon and Netflix are always changing the thumbnails that you see for the same movies, because they are trying to get you to click, and people are constantly choosing based on their first impression. I do this all the time. My father-in-law, every Friday, we watch a horror movie, almost without fail. And we've been doing it for the last 2.5, maybe 3 years. Look forward to it every week. And inevitably, because there is not that much horror movies, good horror movies in this genre, we've gone through just about all of them. And so when we're trying to find the next one, we're looking and looking and looking. There's many to choose from, and we're looking at a number of different things. One of the first things that we look at that captures our attention is the cover. And once that looks good, then we click on it, we read the description, we find out a little bit more, we look at the reviews to see if, IMDb or Rotten Tomatoes or whatever has anything to say about it. And we based our decision based on the information that we've been able to put together. But that first impression is the most important. This is where the importance of a celebrity brand comes into play. It's that first impression. You, as the face of your business, as the person providing the goods and services to your clients, you only get one shot, one opportunity to make that good first impression. So when someone looks you up online, when they visit your website, when they check out your social media channels, what are they seeing? Do they see a bunch of low quality videos? Do they see anything at all? Was your last blog in 2012? Do they see a bunch of generic content that isn't in your voice because it's written by somebody who doesn't know you or your business? All of these things are true and happen to all of us. But what can we do to stand out above the competition? What can we do to make that best first impression? look, something is better than nothing. So if you are putting content out there, if you are doing these things, then great. We all have to start somewhere, and based on our time, energy, effort, money, uh, budgets, all that kind of stuff determines what we can accomplish. And so doing something is better than doing nothing. But as your business grows and as competition gets stronger, and as you're trying to scale and take it to the next level, high quality is way better than low quality. You want to build that first impression in a way that people see you as the go-to authority in your field. So, look, competition is getting stronger. And if you're in a saturated market or an industry where there's a lot of other people who are offering similar products and services, you need to do everything that you can to stand apart. So, here's another reason why this fundamental principle of people by people is so important. There's only one distinct advantage that you have over everybody else in the world, and that's you. No one can duplicate you. You are who you are because of your life circumstances, the things that you went through, the decisions that you made, your expertise, your knowledge, your brains, your skills, everything that you bring to the story, to the picture, is you. And that cannot be duplicated. You can be successful without a personality driven business. Okay. So I'm not saying that this is the only way to grow a business, but I am saying that it is easier to capture market share with a personality, even if it's an invented one. Look at McDonald's, who's got Ronald McDonald, Capital One with the Vikings, and Geico with the gecko and the cavemen and all these things. They're personalities that we connect with in one way or another that remind us of that company. So for you in your business, as you're positioning yourself as the go-to authority in the field, you are the personality. People want to know who they're working with. If you do metrics or if you track metrics on your website and things like that, I bet that the three most common places that people click on are the same for you as well. They click on the homepage or the logo at the top left-hand corner of the screen to get them back to the beginning. They click on the about section and they click on the contact page. That's what they want to see, right? They want to know who you are, what you do, and how you can help them. And then if they're interested, they're going to reach out and contact you. And so when even if you're a referral based business, when somebody hears about you and find out about you, they're going to look you up. They have all that information right there at their fingertips. And so when they look you up, what do they see? How often do you show up on that first page of Google? Do you have blogs and articles and press releases and content and the podcast and the video and the YouTube and all these different things that show that you are the person that they should come to for valuable information in your industry? Now, what I want you to see is that if positioning yourself as a celebrity brand by becoming the celebrity expert in your area of expertise and in the market you compete in is going to help you grow your business faster, and you will have a lot more fun doing it. I have worked with hundreds of clients now in many different industries all over the world, and I've heard several times, I'm not interested in being in the limelight. I don't want to become a celebrity. And so, what I usually tell them is good. I'm glad that that's what you're saying, because I'm not interested in trying to turn you into the next Kardashian or Tom Hanks or Sandra Bullock. We all have our own idea of what we hear when we hear the term celebrity. So, I'm going to take a minute to kind of explain what I mean when we talk about a celebrity brand and being a celebrity expert. So, a celebrity, as many of you know, and what you're probably thinking of, is someone who's known for being known. Right, their whole job is viral videos. It's it's being the center of attention. It's having the most followers and all that kind of stuff. And so that's what they do. It's their business model. But just like having viral videos isn't a business strategy for the majority of the population, being an A-list celebrity isn't a business model for us either. What I can tell you when I hear this is that I know that that person who's not interested in becoming a celebrity for the sake of being a celebrity is going to be a great client, because they're focused on what really matters, helping people. But let me ask you this question. If no one knows who you are, if you don't make a good first impression and they decide to go with somebody else instead of you, then what? How many more people could you help if you did make a good first impression? How many more people would be interested in reading a blog or an article that you put out if when they showed up on your website, you looked like that go-to authority in your field? The truth is that building a celebrity brand isn't really about you. while it does help you tell your story and help you get your name out there and build some social proof and validation along the way, it's really about your prospect. It's about showing up in a way that captures their attention and lets them know that you are here to help. And it gives them the opportunity to reach out to you, right? So having a celebrity brand isn't about becoming a celebrity. It's about getting known for doing what you do. And that's why we talk about a celebrity expert, right? So a celebrity brand is what it looks like on the surface, but really what we're working with is celebrity experts. The people at the top of the game like this would be Tony Robbins or Grant Cardone or Gary Vee or Zig Ziglar in his time, or Jack Canfield and Brian Tracy and Lisa Nichols and um, you know, Brene Brown, right? All these different people are celebrity experts who have hundreds of thousands, if not hundreds of millions of followers, right? Now, that's not what we all are aspiring to be or really even able to accomplish. That's like the 1% of people out there. But it doesn't mean that you're not good at what you do and that you don't have an audience out there who is looking for somebody like you to solve their problem. And so the expert side of that is somebody who is really good at what they do. Right, that's what an expert is. But you could be an expert like somebody who is studying the genome and is about to have the next big breakthrough, but they're in the basement of a university somewhere and nobody knows who they are. That's not a business model either, right? So how do you, as somebody who wants to be known for being good at what you do and helping more people and wants to help more people, combine all of these things together? That's what a celebrity expert is. That's helping you show your audience that, one, you can be trusted so that they take a little bit longer. You make that good first impression. They spend a little bit more time on your website and click through your material. And then once they get to know more about you and who you are and what you do and how you can help them, then they see you as the person that they need to talk to when that problem becomes big enough that they need a solution to it. So you understand your sales process better than I do. You understand that there's people who are going to buy right away, people who are going to follow you for years before they do, and some people who just move on, right? Um, but having a celebrity expert brand is going to help you grow your business faster if you changed nothing else in your marketing and things like that. I was listening to Zig Ziglar the other day, and he's known to talk about, the 5 reasons that someone doesn't buy. And his son Tom talked about a sixth one, which is really applicable in today's market, which is just simply, the inundation of information that gives people the analysis paralysis. Okay. But the 5 things that Zig always talked about was no money, no want, no desire, no hurry, and no trust. And he would say, and I would agree, and I think most of us would agree, that the most important thing is trust. So, how do you build trust with somebody before you even have the chance to meet them? How do you connect with your prospect before they even know that before you even know that they are looking? It's a competitive market out there, and everybody is vying for your prospect's attention, like we had just talked about. So, what are you doing to show them that you are the person that they should come to for a solution to their problem? What are you doing to show them that they can trust you and that you are uniquely qualified to help them? Having content on your website is really is. But if someone doesn't care but someone doesn't care what you know until they know that you care, right? I've had clients tell me, well, I have content on my website, and if someone would just watch the video or read the article, they would know what I'm all about. And I am sure that they would pick up the phone or schedule an appointment with me. And I've often asked them, look, if a prospect walks into your room, qualified prospects, and sits down across the desk from you and has a conversation with you, do you think that person would become a client? And how many times out of 10, right? 4 out of 10, 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Most people would say between 60 and 80% of the time, they know that they could close somebody if they could just talk to them, because they know they have the ability to build rapport. They know that they're good at what they do. They know that they can help people, that they're interested in helping people, and they can show that prospect that they really, truly, genuinely want to help them too, and that they're the right person to do it. So when when I'm talking to clients and they're telling me this, I get it, right? Like the problem isn't closing somebody. The problem isn't once you have the opportunity to talk to somebody, getting them to trust you and then ultimately to want to work with you. The problem is getting them in the door in the first place. The problem is getting them to raise their hand, because what we don't do more often than not is a good job of building trust when we're still searching. So think about this for yourself. Think about it when you're looking for somebody. Maybe it's a pediatrician for your kids, or a business coach, or a success coach, or a life coach, whatever the situation is. Maybe it's an attorney for your will or for your estate or whatever it might be. When you're looking for somebody who could provide a solution to the problem that you have, what are you looking for when you're clicking through their website? You're looking for somebody who seems to know what they're talking about, that has been doing this for some amount of time so that they're not going to take advantage of you. You're looking for somebody that you can trust, that probably aligns with the same values that you have, and probably a handful of other things. But when you first land on their page, you're automatically making assumptions about that person and who you're working with. If their website is cluttered and it looks like it's from like the early 2000s, you're probably going to move on. But if it's a clean site, if it looks fresh and it's updated, maybe you even see their face, because now you've got a personality, you know who you're going to be working with, or at least whose team you're going to be working with. You start to build these personal connections. The reality is that we live in a culture of connection. Social media, all the internet, all sorts of things now have connected us more so than ever before. And so in this world of connection, our ability to be able to connect with our audience quickly is the most important thing. And a good first impression is going to do that for you. And so the problem that you have when someone comes to your website and you just want them to watch your 20-minute long video or read that 2,000 word article and wondering why they're not, it's because you haven't done the work to show them that you're worth their time to even do that. I've got a book sitting on my shelf here called You've Got 8 Seconds by Paul Hellman. And the main premise of his book is based on 3 vital strategies: focus, variety, and presence. Okay. So without jumping into all that, you could get the book. It's a great book, but having a celebrity brand accomplishes all 3 of those things and more. It shows your audience that you can be trusted. It shows your audience that it is worth their time to watch that video and to read that article. And when they do, they will see that you have the tools, the skills, the knowledge, experience, and expertise to help them. They will want to know more, and now the process begins. I was talking to a client the other day who was telling me about how his business has grown, but they didn't really change anything specifically with their marketing. They didn't increase their dollars there or anything like that. But what they did was they started sending out more content. They were using our instant authority content system, but this is true for anybody who's putting regular and valuable content out there. And what they found is that people who have been on their list, or people who landed on their list, were no longer just sitting there or ignoring their emails. Because when they continued to show up in a powerful way, their prospects were engaging and saw them as the go-to person for valuable information. And so when the time came to solve that problem in their own life, the choice was obvious. They chose our client because he had become their advisor before he ever talked to them. The conversations that they were having now with their prospects completely changed. They didn't have to spend as much time building trust with them and answering the same questions that they had to over and over and over again, because those questions were already answered and the initial trust was already built. At this point, the prospect was really just interested in knowing what it took to work with them, and that they were ready and wanted to know what the next steps were. So how much different would your business be if the types of conversations that you were having with your prospects were spending more time answering the question of, well, what can I do to start working with you? What do I need? What steps do I need to take in order to be able to hire you to solve my problem? Right? Am I a good fit for you? Right? Those types of questions, not the other way around, where they're asking you if you're a good fit for them. And so because of their celebrity expert status, they were able to see growth in their business without even changing their marketing, without spending more on leads. They were converting better on what they were already doing. And so when you take that approach now and then try to enter into new markets or into new territories, you can see how a celebrity brand is going to help you build trust faster, and then your results will be growing your business faster. I'll tell you one more story here of another client, Johnny B, that we've been working with for several years. He's done, multiple best-selling books with us and TV shows. He's a producer on our films. He's done a lot of things, and he was talking about the fact that he knew very early on in his career. He's a real estate agent out in the Silicon Valley, that being in a very saturated market, differentiation was extremely important, and a personal brand was his way to do that, which led him to our doorstep. And so through the process of building his brand and his celebrity brand and things like that, he was able to attract the types of clients that he wanted to work with. Now, he still had to show up, he still had to deliver, he still had to do a good job, but it changed the conversation. And now he says, like, I don't even have to promote my business. In fact, he represented the buyer on the Elon Musk home that sold some time ago. And I think it was published, I think it was like $44 million or something like that. And that's just incredible. Right now, I don't think at the beginning, 7, 8 years ago, whatever it was, when this started, that Johnny B was like, yeah, like I'm looking to, just only work with these top executives and things like that. Growing his business and having a comfortable lifestyle and not feeling like he has to promote his business, that was success for him, and that's what he was able to achieve much sooner. But now, because of his celebrity brand, because he was seen as the go-to authority in his market space in a very competitive market like in Silicon Valley, he was able to represent the buyers for the Elon Musk home, and in one transaction did what many real estate agents are hoping to do in the lifetime of their career, if anything, maybe over the course of 10 years. Right. And so is that going to be the case for everybody? I can't promise that. But what I can promise is that however you measure success, whatever your goals are, whatever your target is for your business growth, having a celebrity brand and becoming the celebrity expert in your marketplace is going to get you there quicker. So I hope you found that helpful. I would love to talk with you more about that. If it's something that you're interested in, you can reach out to us at any time. You can go to Zach at Celebrity Branding Agency, check out our website. You go to zachviscomi.com or celebritybrandingagency.com. Be happy to answer any questions you have. If you found this information valuable, please like, subscribe, follow. We got more exciting content and information to come in future episodes, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks.